My prediction was right. Hey guys, Tally here. So Ghost Reaper Girl Chapter 17 is finally out, and it is called Call of C. What does the C stand for? Well, obviously, it stands for Cthulhu. Last time, Ponzer and Dr. West found themselves underground in Riley's C4 castle, better known as the Prison of Cthulhu. They find this person sitting on a throne with a Cthulhu head on top, and we now learn that he is indeed Cthulhu. Well, actually, he's part of the race of Cthulhu, but for all intents and purposes, he is Cthulhu. Based on the creator's previous work on Rosario plus Vampire, I predicted that this person sitting on the throne may just be a clone, or a manifestation, or something else in one way or another that will embody Cthulhu, and I was correct. It also wouldn't surprise me later on if we find out, like, hey, you know this guy that we've been calling Cthulhu, but he's really part of the race Cthulhu, but we've been treating him like Cthulhu? Well, actually, he is Cthulhu. Actually, he's just a clone, or he's been sleeping the entire time, just like in H.P. Lovecraft's story. But, again, not saying I wouldn't like that writing. I do like that writing, but it wouldn't surprise me. I have read Rosario plus Vampire, so my prediction so far has been correct. I wouldn't be surprised if my kind of half-assed prediction turned out to be correct too. Anyway, back to the chapter. Dr. West and Ponzer are standing in front of Cthulhu, and they are in awe. Ponzer is in a bit of shock at what he's seeing, and then we finally see what our villain looks like. So our villain, Cthulhu, has an interesting and, in my opinion, a very well thought out design. Firstly, we gotta talk about those eyes. Cthulhu's eyes are almost cross-shaped and are very similar to Naruto's Nine-Tails Sage Mode eyes. It makes me think, in at least comparison to Naruto, that his eyes display him as a ferocious beast with lots of power, but also as an intelligent sage tactician. We then have what appears to be horns to display him as demonic, but they also are here to mimic the classic design of Cthulhu with his tentacle face. Lastly, his suit is perfect too. He has a black button suit to signify that he's a warrior, which reminds me of what Kitsune wore when he infiltrated Fairy Tail, and he also has a fancy collar to signify that he is royalty. This design is spot on. While there, Ponzer and West then hear someone calling for help when they then see a deep one consuming several of their fellow teammates. West calmly tells Ponzer to look for an exit, and he's going to fight Cthulhu head on. He pulls out some vials, Wolverine style, in preparation to attack, and our main villain here looks both surprised and intrigued. Meanwhile, Chloe and the rest of the game are in their own antics, with Shaggy cutting the floor to look for West, but they are not underneath the floor. West and Ponzer were teleported, and West leads the game to his location, and the location of West and Ponzer is in a whirlpool. I'm thinking that this whirlpool is just another teleporter, and it is there because our main villain wants it to be there. Remember, the previous teleporter was aiming for Chloe when Ponzer intervened, so I think that this teleporter was purposely put in place in order to lead Chloe to Cthulhu. Anyway, that's the chapter, Chapter 17, Call of C, and I think what's going on right now is freaking awesome, it's intense, and I also think that it will give the series a big boost that it probably desperately needs right now. What I mean by that is that although I'm pretty much interested in the series and I like what's going on, some people may have dropped off because they got bored or they lost interest, and also based off the sales, which I've read an article of Volume 1 of Ghost Reaper Girl in Japan, it's not selling so hot. But now, with the main villain being introduced and possibly getting things going, building up the momentum, getting more people interested, I think that it'll definitely give a big boost, lead to more popularity, and hopefully more sales. Anyway, thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you guys again next time. See ya.